Okay, panel here. Panel should be moved from here. Chat session, chat box should be from here. Okay, settle. Alright. Okay. Open any browser. You can use any browser. If you have two devices, you can straight away follow the step by step. Okay. So apa ni? You go to perpustakaan.unisa.edu.my. Okay, perpustakaan.unisa.edu.my. And then at the moment I'm staying in the office, inside the campus, in the office. So if I want to access any online database, I can straight away go to e-resources. There are two ways. I'm going to show the first one. Go to e-resources, scroll down, and click on electronic resources by faculties here. Okay, there are a few online database for FBK, FIK, FKI, and so on and so forth. So we click on FUHA. Click on FUHA. So there are database for electronic books or e-books, for e-journal. The most important one would be online database. Okay, online database. Online database not only important for students and lecturers as well as researchers, but online database are also used by practicing lawyers, by judges, by legal advisors, and so on and so forth. Meaning, please make familiar or please familiarize yourself with the database, because you have to do research regardless of your status. First year student, second year LLB student, or third year student, or even final year student, you will always be required to do research, to find cases, to explain on statute, on the provision of the statute. In fact, once you graduate from UNISA, you will start your chambering. Sometimes your master asks you to get cases on certain issue. You need to access Lexis Malaysia or CLJ. So these two online databases are very important regardless of your status, regardless of year of your study. Okay, lawyers, judges, in-house counsel, legal advisors, they also refer to online database for their research. Okay, so you are in your first year of your study now, so make yourself familiar with all of the databases. The databases are the same in UNISA, in UiTM, in UST Malaya, UKM, and so on and so forth. In Bar Council, in State Bar, and so on and so forth. The same database provided or supplied by Lexis Malaysia. The same database provided by Current Law Journal for CLJ. So library, UNISA library subscribe the full package. Our library subscribe the full package. So make yourself familiar with the database, and then it will help you a lot in your future. Okay, it will help you a lot in your future, in your second year, in your studies, as well as in your career later. Okay, in your career later, you cannot run away from doing research. Okay, once you stay in the legal world, in the legal fraternity, be regardless of your title, lawyers, and so on and so forth, you have to do research. You cannot run away from research. Either you do your research personally, or you ask your staff, or you ask your student, or you ask your subordinate to do research for you. But still, again and again, or sometimes you have to refer to the database. Alright. In the past, we refer to the journal, okay, to the physical journal. In the past, we have to refer to the physical journal, because those days everything is analog, not in digital form. During my time in 1990s, I have to go to the library to get a copy of the case. Go to the library, find the journal from bookshelf, and then photocopy the case. Then only you can read the case. But nowadays, because everything has been digitalized, you can straight away access the database and download the case. Straight away, save a lot of time and money as well. Okay, right. So, since I'm staying in the office, visit the campus, I can straight away click on e-resources, go to faculty, and then click on either Lexis or CLJ and so on and so forth. But we are having online classes now, and all of you, I believe all of you are staying outside the campus, off the campus. Then, okay, I'm going to click on the homepage button again. Then, if you are staying outside the campus or off the campus, then you have to install Edu VPN. Okay, how to install Edu VPN? You go to the main page of the library, you scroll down, then you will see Perkhidmatan Perpustakaan Norma Baharu or New Norms Library Services. The setting is available during the pandemic. Previously, before 2019, there's no such setting here. But because of the COVID, all classes are conducted online. So the library have developed this setting so you can access the database outside the campus now. So click here. Okay, click here to install Edu VPN first. Then there are further instructions. To access this licensed resource while off campus, you must first connect to the library VPN. There are two versions, depend on your operating system, either Windows or Mac. So read the guideline first, and then once you understand the guideline, then click the installer. Follow step by step. And if you have any problem, any technical issue, you can click on help support here, or you can contact Cik Nik Imran or Cik Akmal from IT unit or IT department. Alright. Okay. Hopefully you can install or you have installed Edu VPN. Okay. Once you install Edu,
Doktor,
yes please.
saya dah install VPN tu. Lepas tu saya dah connectedkan dengan laptop. Tapi bila saya try nak buka Lexis still tak boleh.
Saya tak boleh. Uh,
Mm-mm.
okay Diana, can you connect now and then share your screen so that I can troubleshoot the problem? Ataupun lepas ni Diana, after the class is over.
Tak. Cuma saya tengah, hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Saya on Webex guna phone.
Okay,
Tapi
right. Okay.
saya tengah
Alright.
on laptop.
Okay, Diana tengok saya. So I'm going to demo you how to connect to Edu VPN. Once you install Edu VPN, okay, this is Edu VPN. Can you see my Edu VPN here?
Yes, doktor.
Alright, thank you. So this is Edu VPN. Then you have to click here. Profile. Make sure you choose library access. For me, profile here, there are two options. Adams access or library access. So make sure you tick on library access. Library access. Okay. Then click on connected. Wait until it turns into green. It is connected. Okay, Diana, can you get this one? Edu VPN connected. Siapa-siapa yang dah install boleh try. Kalau ada problem boleh kita terus troubleshoot here. Connected. Okay, once.
Doktor, dekat doktor dia keluar Idu Uniza kan, tapi dekat saya dia tulis Malaysia. So sebab tu saya tak boleh connect dengan library punya access.
Sama je. Ya, saya try patah balik saya patah balik. Macam ni ke Diana punya? Macam ni ke Malaysia? Edu VPN?
Uh-uh.
Okay, klik
Uh-uh.
Klik, Allah, cepat sangat semula. Klik dekat tadi. Saya lupa nak cakap. Klik dekat tadi. Semula. Okay. Click on https.edu here. Click on edu VPN. edu.uniza. Click. Once you click, it goes to edu VPN. Then connected. Please try. Dapat tak? Siapa-siapa yang ada problem boleh chat ataupun terus cakap. Dapat tak macam ni? Okay, once it turn into green color, then you can access all database, no issue. Okay, you should be able to access any database, like SIS ke, Westlaw ke, CLJ, any database. Right. Dapat tak? Hopefully you can get connected to edu VPN. Okay.
Dekat saya dia tak keluar doktor yang Uniza punya tu. Dia
Dia just keluar apa? Dia just keluar apa?
dekat saya dia tak keluar yang macam doktor punya tu kan ada servers tu. Dekat saya dia tak ada benda tu.
Dia keluar macam mana, Diana?
Dia keluar Malaysia tu je. Dia ada Malaysia tu je.
Dia tak ada yang edu ni, tak ada
Tak ada.
Okay, in that case, I'm not sure the setting for student, but I think the most right person would be Cik Nik lah. You can contact Cik Nik ataupun contact library. Okay. Contact person
Okay,
for library. Okay, sekejap. Okay, saya nak tutup yang saya nak share yang tadi. Okay. For each faculty, there is one librarian in charge of each faculty. Okay, for each faculty, there is one librarian in charge for each faculty. So where to get that point? You can scroll down. Sorry, this is the main page. You can scroll down. You go to contact us section. Contact us. Click on faculty liaison librarians. Click on faculty liaison librarian. Then scroll to Fuha. So center Fuha. So Puan Nur Ashikin will be the liaison for Fuha. So she is librarian stationed in the library, but she will handle Fuha. She will handle our faculty. So you can call her office number of handphone number here. You can call her regarding any issue for library, or you can also contact a technical person from technical person just now, Cik Nik and sekejap ni lari. Resources. Sekejap. Kacau. Sedikit kacau. Okay. Or you can contact the technical person here. Cik Nik Imran or Cik Akmal. So there are two ways. Either you contact the librarian, the liaison officer, the librarian, or you can contact the technical person here. Perhaps for VPN, for edu VPN, you can contact Cik Nik Imran because their name are stated here. Okay, you can contact Cik Nik Imran, the WhatsApp number and so on and so forth. So mungkin Diana boleh contact Cik Nik Imran because the setting for lecturers and students are not the same setting. Okay, saya tak nampak macam mana setup untuk student. My setup perhaps, saya rasa my setup lecturer tak sama, tapi last kali masuk benda yang sama jugalah. So minta student try, please install until all of student can join face-to-face class. Until all student can enter the campus, then you have to rely on online database. Masa sekarang untuk semester ni memang online class. Dan kebanyakan subjek akan ada case review lah, akan ada assignment lah. So untuk case review kena cari Lexis ataupun CLJ. Untuk assignment boleh cari daripada articles CLJ ataupun Lexis. So make full use of the database. It is not for me but it's for you. And the same database will be used by you later in your career. Database yang sama inilah akan digunakan bila awak grad nanti, bila chambering nanti, bila jadi practitioner, practicing lawyer nanti, or you join legal services, jadi magistrate, jadi legal officers and so on and so forth. And so benda ni juga kita pakai. Sistem yang sama. Supply or provided by Lexis Malaysia or by CLJ Law. So masa student ni, make sure you are familiar with the system. You are familiar with the features. There are few features. There are few features. I'm going to show some of the features today. Right. Okay. Try nanti ya. Try install lah dalam komputer masing-masing. Install. No worries. Bila dah okay nanti, bila dah datang campus tak perlu dah guna Edu VPN. You can straight away log in directly to the database. Right. So assuming that you have successfully installed Edu VPN and then your Edu VPN is already connected to Uniza library, then you can straight away click on either through electronic resources by faculty or click on online databases. Online databases, go to Lexis. I'm going to show you Lexis first, so click on Lexis Malaysia. Kirti, why you raise your hand? Kirti? Any question, Kirti? Ke tak ada, tersalah tekan. Any questions so far, class? You can turn on your mic or you can chat in the chat box. Tak ada? Alright, saya continue Right. Okay. This is Lexis Advanced Malaysia or Lexis Malaysia. There are 3 boxes here: history, quick find, and publication. The first one, cases. You need to find cases. So how to find cases? There are 2 ways. Either you use the case citation search or the case name. Case citation search is very helpful if you know the citation of the case. It's going to save you a lot of time and energy. Okay, if your lecturer already gave you the case citation, what year, what volume number, and so on and so forth, then type the case citation, then click search, But most of the time, you only have the name of the case without full citation. So I'm going to demonstrate on how to use the case name search here. Some of you may familiar, but some may not. So I'm going to demo for all. Okay, let's say we are looking for case involving Uniza. So I'm going to type University Sultan Zainal Abidin. Okay, and then click search. Okay, before you click search, make sure you tick my cases, not international snapshot view. Why? Okay, in case we tick on international snapshot view and then we click search, the result would be thousands, 8,000 plus, because all cases from all different jurisdictions will be shown to you. Okay, so I go back. You are looking for the name of the case, University Sultan Zainal Abidin, but the case reported in Malaysia. So please click or please tick on my cases or Malaysian cases. So then click search. Then instead of 8,000, there are 400 plus. But these 400 plus are not really about Uniza. The first one is Uniza. Uniza is the defendant. But the second case is not about Uniza, but the name University Sultan Zainal Abidin appear somewhere inside the case. Therefore, Lexis will give the case as your search result. So you have 469 cases that contain University Sultan Zainal Abidin. But not all of these results are the one that you are looking for. Then you need to use advanced search. Okay. Again, cases, two-way, case citation, case name. You are looking for cases reported or decided by Malaysian court. Tick on my case search and then click search. Okay. Just now, I've keyed in University Sultan Zainal Abidin. There are a few hundred cases. But the search result contain all cases with the word university, with the word Sultan, with the word Zainal, with the word Abidin. But that is not the case that we are looking for. We are looking for cases relating to UNIZA in one word, relating to University Sultan Zainal Abidin in one word. Okay, so how to customize or how to filter other irrelevant cases? How to filter other irrelevant cases? To save your time, to save your energy, use advanced search. Okay, use advanced search. Okay, click advanced search. Right. So this is Malaysian cases, my. So once you click on advanced search, there are a few boxes. Okay, terms. If you have terms, then you can key in the terms. Okay, just now I typed University Sultan Zainal Abidin, the case name. If you have the citation, key in here. If you have the date, key in here. You have the judgment, the catchword, and so on and so forth. The judge, you key in here, so that Lexis will filter your search. Okay. Apart from that, use connectors on your right hand side. These are very useful connectors. For example, the first connectors. If I key in or if I insert double quotation mark, open quotation mark, and then close quotation mark, before and after University Sultan Zainal Abidin, it shows for exact praise. Okay, double quotation mark, open and close quotation mark, indicates that you are looking for exact phrase. Exact phrase meaning University Sultan Zainal Abidin as a word, as a term, not university plus Sultan, not plus Zain. No, you are looking for University Zainal Abidin as one term, or one term is not one word, one term. So I have key in open, I have key in double quotation mark. Then if I click search here, the result would be there's only one case, and other cases are not relevant. So there's only one case reported for UNIZA. So you can click on this case, and you can download the case. This is the analysis. You can download the case, and you can read the case in details. Okay, there's one case. UNIZA as defendant, civil suit by contractor in 2020. The quorum is Abdul Wahab Muhammad J, High Court Kuala Terengganu. So there's only one case relating to UNIZA reported in Lexis or in MLJ. Okay, so this is the citation 2020 MLJU 2263. So if you know the citation, you can simply copy the citation. Quick copy. If you know the citation, you can paste the citation here. If you know the citation, just the citation. Okay, just click search. Straight away, you get the right case. So if you know the citation, key in the citation, it will help you It will save you a lot of time. If you do not have the citation, because most of the time we do not have the citation, then use advanced search button to filter other irrelevant cases from your search. Right. Okay. So far, any question from the class?
Oh, doktor.
Okay, thank you. All right. Cases. By now you should very familiar with the cases function here. Right. Next, on your right hand side, we have the publication box. We have the publication box. Are you familiar with annotated statutes of Malaysia? Are you familiar with Housebury laws of Malaysia? Anyone? Have you used or have you referred to ASM or Housebury in your first semester or during your asasi? Anyone? Tak ada? No one?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you, Siva. This is very helpful. Why? I'm going to show you why. Annotated statutes are statutes, collection of statute plus commentaries by the scholar. Okay, sometimes commentaries by lawyers, sometimes by judges, it depends. Okay, and the statutes are arranged alphabetically. All of the statutes which are in force are arranged alphabetically, starting from abduction and so on and so forth until Witness Protection Act. So all of these statutes are arranged alphabetically. What's the good thing about annotated statute? It provides explanation, further elaboration on the statute, and the content is arranged section by section. Okay, let's take contract for example. You are studying or you are studying this. Are you taking contract this semester?
Yes, sir.
All right, contract 1, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Law of contract, you have to refer to the Contracts Act 1950. So I'm going to click here. ASM stand for Annotated Statutes of Malaysia. I'm going to click here. You click on the arrow here. You can click on View Table of Content. All right, click on the plus sign. This is the updates. This is the appendix. Click on the second one. The content arranged according to section, starting from section 1 under part 1 preliminary. So part 1 of your statute, if you have your statute, you can refer to your statute. Part 1 of Contract Act contains 2 sections, section 1 and section 2. If you look at your statute, your hard copy of your statute, this is section 1, short title. Section 1, subsection 1, this act may be cited as the Contract Act 1950. Subsection 2, nothing herein contained shall affect any written law, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So this is section 1, that's all. Additional info is nowhere provided in the statute book, in the hard copy of your statute. But if you need further info, detailed explanation or elaboration on section 1, you can use ASM under Contracts Act. So ASM will provide the application, because section 1 says about the application of English law and so on and so forth. Sometimes if there are related cases to section 1, it will be stated here. Okay, for example, application, there's one case relating to application in section 1. In the case of Sing Konsang, hyperlink, there's a link here. If the case are reported in MLJ is inside, let's say, Then you can click on the link. Straight away, you go to the case, and you will notice from the catchword or from the head note, the case is about Contract Act 1950. The relevant provision will be on section 1. It will mention somewhere inside the case. Okay, legislation referred to Contract Act 1950. Right. So go back. So these are explanation or commentaries. And then for interpretation, this is interpretation section, section 2A, 2B, and so on and so forth. So section 2A is about offer. Section 2A is about offeror, the person who may offer. Section 2B is about offeree, and then promisor, promisee, and so on and so forth. But the commentaries on section 2 are given here. Relevant cases are also stated in ASM. Okay. Section 2A proposal, for example, there are cases about advertisement. Since the cases are reported in MLJ, you can click on the case here. Then straight away you can get the case. You can read the judgment of the judge, of the court, and so on and so forth. So it is very helpful, especially if you are not familiar with the statute. During your studies, you will only learn a few subjects or substantive. We call it substantive subject or core subject of law: contract, company, partnership, criminal, and so on and so forth. But there are hundreds of statutes in existence in our country, and not all of these statutes will be taught to you and during your studies, during your LLB time. So once you work, okay, my personal experience, I joined Tenaga in 2000. Tenaga Nasional Berhad, they rely on Electricity Supply Act 1990. I've never studied Electricity Supply Act 1990 throughout my degree time. So what? My boss gave me the hard copy of the statute. So if I need further elaboration, I go to ASM, I read the commentaries. If I was given certain assignment by the boss on certain provision, then I go to section by section, or I go straight away to that particular section. Being a lawyer, you are not expected to know all of the law, but the very least, of course, if you know the law offhand, is very good. Okay, being a lawyer, you are not expected to know all laws in operation, because 4 years of study, you only cover certain subject. For sure, you are expected to know the core subject: contract, company, partnership, criminal, and so on and so forth. But the laws, the statutes are hundreds plus, 100 over, a few hundreds. So being a lawyer, or being a legal officer, or being a legal advisor, or being a lecturer as well, the very least, you are expected to know where to find the law and to read the law. Okay, that is taught by Datuk Baljit Singh. Datuk Baljit Singh is our adjunct professor, the managing partner of Syukur Baljit & Co. Datuk Baljit Singh, managing partner of Syukur Baljit & Co. Datuk Syukur, Datuk Baljit, there are two of them. So the very least, being a lawyer, especially the same goes to law student. The very least, you are expected to know where to find the law. Of course, you can find the law in the library. Nowadays, you cannot go to the library physically because of COVID. So you can find the law from database, from online database. Where? Okay. If you need further explanation on statute, go to ASM. That would be a good starting point. Okay, click on ASM, browse the statute, and then click section by section. Because the commentaries provide detailed explanation plus decided cases on that particular section. So make full use of ASM for your assignment or for your future reference letter. That's number one. Secondly, we have another 15 minutes. Secondly, Housebury Laws of Malaysia. This is very useful as well. We have Housebury Law of England. We have Housebury Laws of England. We also have Housebury Laws of Malaysia. Housebury Laws of Malaysia, explanation, elaboration, arranged according to the subject, not according to the statute. For example, you've been assigned you have been assigned to entertain a client, and the issue of the client relating to agency. Okay, there's one working client. Your boss assigned the client to you. The problem of your client is about agency. Principal agent. You are going to study agency later. Agency. So there is no statute law of agency. There is no Agency Act 19 whatever. No, there's no statute on agency itself. If you click on annotated statute here, there is no agency statute. No, none. So, but you know that the subject matter is agency. So you go to Housebury Laws of Malaysia, you click on agency. You click on table of content, okay, plus sign. Of course, there is latest update as well, introduction, and click in general. So from this explanation, you know that agency is governed by Contracts Act. And then read further, nature information, competency, classes, and so on and so forth. So special or general agent, mercantile agent, so on and so forth. So Housebury law would be a good starting point if that particular law is not contained in any specific statute. I repeat, we have Annotated Statute of Malaysia, ASM short form. So all statutes arranged alphabetically, A, B, C, and so on and so forth. Explanation is given section by section. Section 1, Section 2, and so on and so forth. But sometimes, or most of the time, we refer to Housebury because not all statutes are there. So, example just now, I give you example regarding agency. There is no agency statute. There's no one specific statute on agency. Tak ada pun akta agensi, tak ada. Tapi provision relating to agency is under the Contract Act as well. But which particular section and so on and so forth, then go to Housebury Law of Malaysia under the subject of agency. Then from there you can go to table of content, click the plus sign, then start read one by one. The content, the arrangement is from introduction, nature and class and so on and so forth, not by section. Not by section 1, section 2, because there is no specific statute for agency. And there are a few statutes for agency. Okay, right. So that's it. So these two features, or these two sources are very helpful. Very helpful. Lawyers refers to Housebury Laws of Malaysia. If you read decided cases, you can see that some lawyers make reference to Housebury Laws of Malaysia. In their submission, in their oral submission or in their written submission, it is stated in the reported cases, Housebury Laws of Malaysia. Alright, so make sure you are familiar with annotated statute as well as Housebury Law. It's going to help you a lot for your assignment and for your knowledge. So this is exposure for your future. Alright, apart from that, we also have Malayan Law Journal article, report and reported. I don't have any issue. Malayan Law Journal articles. What is Malayan Law Journal articles? I click table of content. right? For sure, you will be given assignment, either individual assignment or group assignment by your lecturers. For example, for my subject cyber law, I ask my student to do research or to do assignment on cryptocurrency. So articles here, Malaysian Law Journal articles here contains all articles or all writing by lawyers, by judges, by lecturers, by researchers that have been submitted to Lexis or to MLJ Law, Malaysian Law Journal articles. For example, the first one, cryptocurrency. Okay, type cryptocurrency and then click on search. So there are 5 articles on cryptocurrency. So my student can refer to this article for their reference. Okay, that's the first way. Second way, you can click on the plus button next to the year. Volume 1, so far there are a few articles. So these are the articles in volume 1. Normally there will be 6 volume in 1 year. Okay, volume 1 for the months of January and February and so on and so forth. Okay, 2 months 1 volume. Okay, 2 months 1 volume. Only last year, perhaps because of the COVID, there are only 4 volume. So perhaps let's just combine 3 months in 1 volume. This year not sure. At the moment we only have 1 volume. So all of these articles are written or prepared by either lawyers, by judges, by lecturers, by researchers, and so on and so forth. So in the past, I have sent a few articles. I have written a few articles and I've sent to Lexis in the past. You can type my name. There are a few articles. I've sent a few articles, so my articles are there. My articles are there lah. These are my articles lah. Okay, so basically, apa ni? Those in legal world or those in the legal fraternity can submit their articles, their opinion, their ideas, their comment, their criticism on certain point of law to Lexis, and then it will be published by Lexis. It is if the article is suitable, and student, lawyers, judges can refer to the articles in Lexis. That's why for project paper, third year student, now you are in your first year. Your senior, third year student, third year first semester, they have the subject is project paper. Okay, second year second semester, you will have the subject of research methodology, how to do law research the right way, using the method, using the legal method. And third year first semester, in a group of 2 or in pair, you will be asked to write one project paper. So one project paper supervised by certain lecturers lah. Okay. For that reason, I have asked my student, your senior, to summarize their articles, their project paper, and submit to Lexis Nexis. The reason is that it's like to announce your arrival in the legal world. Because I've seen a few articles written by undergrad students. I've seen a few articles written by LLB students from UKM. So far, I have seen article from UKM. I've seen article from USIM, but I have never seen article from UNIZA. Perhaps they are not confident, or perhaps they send the articles, but the article have been rejected by other editors. Who knows? But I have asked my supervisee or my student to submit articles. Perhaps next semester or next year or this year, there will be articles written by UNIZA student. Who knows? But I encourage my student. So it's like announcement. I'm coming to the legal world to mark your arrival in the legal world. Macam tu je. That's the reason why I ask my student to submit articles to Lexis, because you have prepared, you have written the project paper, then kenapa tak tulis sikit, ambil certain part, hantar dekat Lexis. So nanti bila dalam CV, bila minta tempat untuk chambering, untuk kerja, dalam CV itu, in your CV, in your curriculum vitae, you can list, I have published article I have one article published in, let's say, so your supervisor or your master or your boss can see, oh, this student is very good, even though he or she is still a student, he has already published or she has already published article in, let's say. That's the idea lah. That's the idea. Hopefully future student from this group or from group 1 can put that in your mind. Okay, you should consider lah. That's my idea, my suggestion. Why? Because competition is very tough. UM ada benda ni. In fact, UM they have their own journal. You can check that UM have their own journal. It's very good. It's very good. But since we do not have our own journal run by the student, the journal in Universiti Melaya run by the student. But you cannot compare Universiti Melaya with UNIZA. Universiti Melaya before Merdeka, right? So the easiest way would be to send your article to, let's say, the readers of, let's say, would be from judges, from lawyers, from government servant, from AG chambers, from lecturers, from researchers, and so on and so forth. So your name will be there forever. My name is in, let's say, forever. Start since 2009. I'm not sure. Lama dah. It's there. It's there lah. Right. Alright. Let's see, settle CLJ. We have another 5 minutes. We'll try setakat mana yang boleh kan. CLJ. Next CLJ. Click on CLJ and then you are required to log in. Username Uniza1. Uniza1. Username and password Uniza1. So CLJ is like second rank after Lexis lah. But not all cases reported in MLJ or in Lexis are reported in CLJ and vice versa. Okay, some cases reported in Lexis as well as CLJ. Some cases are reported in Lexis only, and some cases are reported in CLJ only. So these are the two main database for legal people like us. Right. Okay, if you compare between CLJ and Lexis, of course Lexis is better. It's much better. But still, not all cases are available from Lexis. That's the reason Library Uniza also subscribe to CLJ. That's the reason I'm going to show you CLJ as well. Okay, in terms of search term, more or less the same like Lexis. You can key in, you can type, for example, University Ustaz Zainal Abidin just now. Ustaz Zainal Abidin. Then click search. 12 result. Perhaps you can click on case name. You want only the case name. So there's only one case. So the same case reported in, let's say, the same case reported in CLJ, i.e. this case being reported in two places. Okay, Lexis and CLJ. Right. Secondly, legislation. This is quite interesting. Why? In Annotated Statute of Malaysia, there are detailed explanation. There are cases, linked cases, so on and so forth. But in CLJ, if you don't have enough time, if you don't have a lot of time to do your research, then you can use CLJ for starting point to find cases. So for instance, I'm teaching cyber law and one of the statute is Computer Crimes Act 1997. So just key in Computer Crimes Act as a title and click search. So there is only one statute, Computer Crimes Act. Okay, this is very short statute, only 12 section. If you compare, or if you still remember, let's say detailed explanation, but CLJ is very simple, straightforward. For example, if I'm looking for cases under section 3, this is section 3, there are no commentaries, that's all. This is the provision of section 3. But here mention cases referred to, two cases referred, i.e. or meaning there are 2 reported cases on section 3 in CLJ. If I want to look at the case, then simply click here. Click cases, pop-up, enable pop-up window. Then these are the cases under section 3. So you can click on the cases here. There are a lot of cases. It mentioned here, Akta Jenayah Komputer, relevant section, section 3. Section 5, section 12. Okay, again, this is legislation for Computer Crimes Act. There are 2 cases referred. I click here, then search result, 2 cases. I click here, then this is the case. This is the case. So you can download the case as well. The case reported in bahasa quorum PK. PK stand for Pesuruhjaya Kehakiman. High Court level, but the judge is not confirmed as High Court judge yet. Still a JC. I'm sure you know JC, right? You know JC, you know High Court judge. So I don't have to explain in detail. So that's the interesting part of legislation in CLJ. Okay, apart from that, there are also article section. Okay, for example, I use the same keyword, cryptocurrency, then click search. There are 6 articles on cryptocurrency. Then you can use the article for your assignment, for your research, and so on and so forth. Like I said just now, article published in Lexis can only be accessed from Lexis, and article published by CLJ can only be accessed from CLJ. Not the same article, not the same author. I've never sent any article to CLJ, so my name is nowhere here. Tapi saya rasa ada a few lecturers from Uniza. So we can check, ada tak lecturer yang pernah hantar kat sini? Ada. Saya rasa ada lecturer yang pernah hantar artikel dekat sini. Try lah. No result lah. Ada 2 orang. Siapa ni? Bukan ni. Ni pun bukan. Ni bukan. Tak ada lah kot. So basically tak ada pun orang yang hantar paper. Dekat lecturer setakat ni tak ada CLJ. Dekat Lexis ada. Aimi Hashim ni siapa? Anand Sundra. Kenapa ada Ustaz Zainal Abidin? Conference. So, okay. So the author attended conference organised by Uniza, and then from the conference they send the articles to CLJ. Alright, understood. Okay, that's all for CLJ. So any question regarding online database? Is already 10:04. Lastly, I will encourage students to use or to install Grammarly. I'm sure I've asked your colleague in group 1, they said that they are familiar with Grammarly. So make use of Grammarly. And I prepared a short video on Grammarly here from my colleague. You can refer to the short video on how to use Grammarly. Okay, please use Grammarly.